Hi, welcome back to Unplugged with me, Danielle. Happy Friday, or whenever it is that you are listening to this episode. I want to talk about breaking old patterns of behavior for a second because it's something that I have been kind of dealing with this week. And I thought maybe, I don't know, maybe somebody else has a similar experience, right? So, a little backstory. I have always been the like a person in a relationship in my life. Like I've always been the person who really is like the breadwinner or the one who takes care of my family, right? Like that's always been me. And I get it from my dad. And that's just kind of like how I've always been. I've never really needed someone to take care of me. And so when Breezy and I first started dating, I did that for us. And it was a lot of reasons. A, because it's who I was. B, like she was going through this huge shift in her personal life, which I won't like talk about because that's not my story to tell, but she was going through a huge shift in her career, in her personal life, in her mindset, and all of the things, and needed to do some soul searching. And so I took the driver's seat as far as like holding us up financially. And obviously with that always comes stress, and I'm not denying that like wasn't it totally was stressful, and there were moments where I was like, I don't know what I'm going to do. Like I don't know, I need to figure out a way to make more income so that I can support this family. And so I started a network marketing business. I started a side hustle, right? And obviously that network marketing business got very, very successful very quickly. And we were coasting because I still had this full-time career as a fitness instructor, right? And so we're coasting and we're taking these trips and we're doing all these things and we're having a blast and life is great. And so the past couple weeks, I left my career at SoulCycle, and I still have a very successful network marketing business, and I still have this podcast, and I still have other things. And but when you walk away from a career, that's a substantial amount of your income that you're no longer receiving. And uh I've been going through this weird shift lately where I like Breezy is no longer soul searching. Breezy is working and making great money, and like we are even. And I think there's like a part of me that gets a little like uncomfortable with that because I feel like I'm lacking something, which again, and maybe what this feels like I know that I'm on like a pullback to like rocket forward, or I know that like this dip maybe that I'm experiencing a little bit just in terms of like shift happening in my career. That's all normal and it's going to be temporary and it's not going to last forever. And I'm going to be right back like where I was and even farther because I have these huge goals. But have you ever felt like that? Have you ever been so used to one frame of mind, one pattern of behavior, one trajectory? Wow. And then it shifts and even though it's what you wanted, I've always wanted, maybe not. I don't know. Maybe I'm like thinking about it. Maybe not. Maybe subconsciously, I've always wanted to be the provider, right? Um, Even if I say out loud that I don't want that, maybe that is what I've always wanted. Maybe that's like something that has always made me feel useful. I don't know. I think what I'm getting at is if you're going through or have been through a season like that where you are making big changes and maybe it's going to force you to or encourage you or spark you to kind of change your mindset a little bit and um act in a way that you're not used to. Before you freak out, take some pause, take some breaths, and realize that change is good. Change is movement. Movement means we are growing. Growing means we are not dying, right? And I think that's what I've kept having to remind myself this week. Like, you know, I keep saying to myself, this is good. This is a good thing, you know, like you and Breezy are working, you're in a working relationship, you're in a working partnership. And you know, how great it is for her that she has a career that she's really proud of right now. And I'm so proud of her because she's been working her ass off. And how awesome is it that like you had this, you know, all of these things you were doing that allowed you to walk away from something that was no longer serving you so that you could build something else. And, you know, there is always that when you let go of something, right? Like when you let go of something that is no longer serving you, you're just creating more space, right? You're creating more space for good to come in, or fresh energy, or positivity, or whatever it is that you're searching for. You kind of create that a little bit, right? So take the pause. If you're feeling a little out of control, which I'm only saying this because I have been this week feeling out of control. Like I've had these thoughts in my head, like, oh my gosh, like, you know, what if I don't earn as much this month? Or what if, you know, what if I can't be the provider for my family fully this month? And then I have to remind myself that everything is working the way that we have manifested it to work. We are working together, and things are happening and shifting and growing in beautiful ways. And I have to stop myself and realize that that frame of mind, that switch in thought is a good thing. And I think if you felt like this, or if you do feel like this, or if you're going through something similar, trust that that change is a good thing. And we are going to get through it, right? We are going to um continue to grow and see where this crazy life takes us. But don't just be so quick to assume that that fear, that anxiety that comes up when things change means that you're going down the wrong path. Because I think it would be so easy for those feelings to come up and you go, oh, I don't know, maybe this isn't like for me, maybe this isn't the path I'm supposed to take because it doesn't feel comfy right now. I don't know. I think we're meant to be uncomfortable. I think that those uncomfortable moments are the ones that prove to us that maybe we are on the right path, and that it's okay to be in a season of growth and a season of shift and evolution. You know, I don't know. What do you think? If you are listening to this, come slide into my DMs and tell me how you're feeling about this. But I've just been this week reminding myself to pause and take the beat and breathe and allow a calm, because I haven't really had that in a while. So I'm allowing the calm and trusting the process and trusting that I know who I am and what I'm capable of. And it's all coming to fruition, and everything is happening for me, and everything is happening for you out there. Right? I hope this resonates. Come tell me about it. And we will see you on Tuesday for another interview. I hope you have the best day ever. Happy Friday.